The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. Therefore, guard accordingly, and take care that you entertain no notions unsuitable to virtue and reasonable nature. You have the power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. Begin. To begin is half the work. Let half still remain. Again, begin this, and thou wilt have finished. Nowhere can a man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than his own soul. Because a thing seems difficult for you, do not think it impossible for anyone to accomplish. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. To refrain from imitation is the best revenge. Death is a release from the impressions of the senses, and from the desires that make us their puppets, and from the vagaries of the mind, and from the hard service of the flesh. A man's worth is no greater than his ambitions. Such as your habitual thoughts, such also will be the character of your mind, for the soul is dyed by the thoughts. To understand the true quality of people, you must look into their minds and examine their pursuits and aversions. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has. Execute every act of thy life as though it were thy last. Aptitude found in the understanding and is often inherited. Genius coming from reason and imagination, rarely. Perhaps there are none more lazy or more truly ignorant than your everlasting readers. Where a man can live, he can also live well. And thou wilt give thyself relief if thou doesn't every act of thy life as if it were the last. The act of dying is one of the acts of life. There is nothing that happens to any person but what was in his power to go through with